Hi, and welcome back to Purple Collar Life. In today's video, we're going to answer that question: how often should you replace the tires on your RV, travel trailer, fifth wheel, or even equipment trailer, utility trailer? A lot of people get confused about when to replace tires on a trailer. We're going to talk about that in today's video. Typically on an automobile, you can tell when tires start to wear down. So these Goodyear Wranglers on our Ford F-350, this will probably be one more summer with these tires based on treadwear that we could run these tires towing the camper. I run separate tires on the truck in the wintertime because we live in the snow belt, the lake effect snow belt of Pennsylvania. But today's video is about trailer tires, which are a little bit different than automobile or truck tires. First of all, trailer tires are made totally different than automobile or truck tires. You should use only tires that are designed to be run on a trailer. It's not okay to run car tires on a trailer, whether that's a camping trailer, an equipment hauler, utility trailer. Use the tires that say for trailer use only, or ST, special trailer. That's tip number one. Now I've got 4 tires right here that just came off of our fifth wheel trailer, and we actually found ourselves in a really bad situation that could have been catastrophic. This tire was located right where you see it on the trailer, front right hand side. This tire scrapes the most when you're making those sharp right hand turns, and I knew this tire was starting to get bald on the edge. But this tire was the least of our problems. I was towing the camper home from a location about an hour and 15 minutes away, and I started to feel a thumping and bumping noise with the trailer, which I knew had to be a bad tire, a broken belt. So when I felt it, I pulled over and took a look at it. Didn't look horrible, but I limped the rest of the way home. I just was trying to get home, because if you blow a tire with a trailer, it puts a lot of people at risk. The trailer can start swaying. You can lose control of your tow vehicle. The tire, if it blows up, will explode out to the side. It can damage your camper. It can damage any cars near you. It can hurt anybody nearby. A lot of safety risks and potential damage from a tire blowout on any trailer. You can see here from our map that we've towed this fifth wheel a lot of places across the country. Here's where we live in Northwest Pennsylvania. We've gone up to the New England states. We've gone down here to Tennessee area. We've gone across the country all the way over to Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone. Lots of great adventures in this camper. And I know the importance of keeping it safe, keeping those bearings packed and greased, replacing the tires. This one caught me off guard. It's hard to read this because it's getting old, but the camper originally came with ST, special trailer, 225/75 R15D range tires. The last time we replaced tires on this trailer, we upgraded to load range E, because I found that the D range tires seemed a little squatty. This trailer is fairly heavy for a 8-ply tire. So we went with load range E, which is a 10-ply tire. You can see this time we went with a load range F 12-ply tire, because of that. Now when I got home, it took about 4 seconds to see how bad the belt had broken inside this tire. This is the tire right behind that front tire on the right hand side. So this tire clearly had a belt that broke underneath the tread. You can see the tread itself was still in fine condition, but that belt making it really stick up. And that's the thumping I was feeling as I drove along the road. I also found that there's a spot here, right here, where you can actually see the steel belts through. That's how bad the belts broke. And if you take a look at this tire now that it's off, you can see how bad that belt broke right in the center. It's bumped up all over the place. Look how far it's bumped out right there. And I'll be honest, I was a little embarrassed because I am a tire guy. I've always just been super interested in tires. I make sure my tires are well maintained. And then when we got home, Jennifer's like, how could you let this happen? You're a tire guy. I said, yeah, I know. Well, here's what happened. Time got away from me. If you look at the born on date, all tires now have a born on date. These tires were born 01/17. That means the first week of 2017. I'm making this video in September of 2025. So this summer, these tires were 8 years old. You should replace tires on any trailer every 3 to 6 years. 5 is typically the number I go with, unless we're doing some long hauling, then maybe less than that, but 3 to 6 years, with 5 being the average. Even if the tread's fine, even if there's no weather checking, there is a limit to how long trailer tires are safe for. That limit, in my mind, is 5 years. Always follow the recommendations, do your own research, don't rely on just what I say. But for me, it's 5 years. We went 8 on these tires. And not only did this one have a broken belt, I mean, when you look at that, it's crazy how lucky we were to make it home with a tire like that. It's in horrible broken belt condition. But then we started looking at the other tires. So this was on the left-hand side of the rig. Looks pretty okay there. Oh, what have we here? Broken belt. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that is really sticking up. So 2 tires with broken belts. But wait, that's not all. Here's the other tire from the other side. Boom, right there. Broken belt. So there we are. 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 tires on our trailer ended up with broken belts. Again, 8-year-old tires. These are way too old. They should not still have been on the camper. Time got away from me. I just never even thought about checking that born on date. That's my bad. I'm so glad I made it home. We got all 4 tires replaced now with load range F tires. Let's check the born on date on these ones. So here it is, 24 of 24. So the 24th week of 2024. So if I keep these tires for 5 years, in 2029, which is actually only 4 years from now, but 5 years from when they were made, in 2029, I should replace these tires. Regardless of what the tread looks like, regardless if there's weather checking, just the life of the tire. Now, I know in the comments some of you are going to say, hey, those are Chinese tires, and you're right. These were made in China. These are Power King Tomax STR tires. They're a Radial trailer tire, but I don't blame the tires. I left them on there too long. So this is on me. I don't think it would have mattered where they were made or what the brand was, but I am interested in you guys leaving a comment down below if there is a particular trailer tire that you think really is a safe, holds up really well tire. Leave those comments down below. That'll help me and some other people out. These new ones we put on that are a load range F 12-ply tire. The brand of these is Aturo. They are the ST225/75R15, and the model is ST300. Now these, like I said, these are a steel-belted radial tire. Load range F 12-ply. 3,195 pounds at 95 PSI cold. That brings up another point. You want to always make sure that you run your trailer tires at the right inflation. So, you run them based on what the tire says needs to be pressure in the tire for that load range. So in this case, 95 PSI on these tires. On these ones, our previous ones, these ones load range E were at 80 PSI cold. And they were 2,830 pounds. So you can see we've added a lot of capacity, 3,195 pounds per tire at 95 PSI. But I got sidetracked there for a second. Leave a comment down below, trailer tires you think are really the best ones for RV, equipment trailers, utility trailers. Leave those comments down below. And this lesson was a good reminder to me. It's actually time to change the tires on my CarMate enclosed trailer too. So I will get those changed over for next summer before we tow this around next summer. So then we'll have new tires on the fifth wheel, new tires on the CarMate enclosed trailer. Who knows, we might need new tires on the truck. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative and entertaining, please give us a big thumbs up. Leave those comments down below. Click that like button, and if you do us a favor, click that new hype button if you're watching this on your phone or a tablet. We'd appreciate it. I would like to see how much of a difference people pressing the hype button makes on our videos. Thanks again. We appreciate the support. Hopefully we'll see you again the next time.